Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm coming to you, if I can talk, today I'm coming to you with my week in review. I wanted to share some things that I've been using this week. I had some new lippies that I forgot to show you last week. I actually had them tucked away in a drawer and forgot that I even had them. If you're interested in seeing the products that I've used this week and hear a little bit of my thoughts on them, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've been sitting here thinking, did I buy anything? Did I not buy anything this week? The only thing I bought, these lippies, like I said, are from like last week. The only thing I bought this week were some vitamins. CVS had vitamins, buy one, get one free. I was out of my biotin, I was out of my B12, and I was out of my probiotics. So I restocked on those. I have enough to last me for a few months now. This is just basically going to be what I've been using, trying out, and playing around with, and a little bit of advice. So hang on and I'll get to that. This past week, I was trying out a lot this Maybelline. This past week, I tried this Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. I really do like this foundation. Still haven't used the sponge. One of our friends down below did mention that she had either seen or read that if you use this sponge that comes with it, that you do get a fuller coverage. I did not try that. I was trying some different methods, but honestly, I used my beauty blender and I think 3 or 4 other brushes, and I liked the foundation with any of it. It really didn't matter to me. And once again, this is the light. This is the second to the lightest shade. It is really easy to work with, meaning it's not like a race. Okay, it's on my face, I have to hurry and get it blended in. It works really well with the rest of your face products. I never had an issue with it with my concealer, with any powders. I've used cream bronzer, powder bronzer, cream blush, powder blah, 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 blah. Cream blush, powder blush. I would say it has a medium plus coverage. Just meaning it has just a little more than a regular medium coverage, but I don't consider it a full coverage. It does build nicely. I did add a little extra to my face when I used it. I used a little extra here, and there was no problem, no cakiness, nothing like that. I didn't notice it settling into any of my fine lines. I didn't notice it into any of my pores. It did really nice with my skin. It looked good. It felt good. Now, let me remind you, but I don't change anything up. I still use a primer. I still use a finishing powder, and I still use a setting spray. I do that in my daily life. That is how I'm going to get a read on how that foundation works for me. And I got a good 8-hour wear time. It was on my skin a little bit longer than that, but around the 8, maybe 8.5 hour mark is when it was still looking good. It still looked good. I wouldn't have hesitated to throw my jacket on and run out to the store without touching up. It was fine. After the 8.5 hour mark, I did feel like it wasn't looking as good. It had lost that spark. You know, when you're wearing a foundation, you feel good about yourself, and then you go to do a check and it's still there, but it just is like, meh, you know, kind of like that. It had crossed that line after the 8.5 hour mark. I also tried out the new Rimmel BB cream. This is their 9-in-1. Let's go real quick through the 9-in-1 part of it. Number 1, hydrates for up to 24 hours. I could see that. 2, primes. I would not like it as a primer because although it did not settle into my pores here in my area between my cheek and my nose, it did into my nose pores. And once you have something that is setting in that and making those pores more obvious, anything you put on top of that, it's just going to accentuate it. So I would not say that it would be good for priming for myself. 3, protects with broad spectrum SPF 15. That's not a huge, yeah. 4, helps minimize the appearance of pores. I don't think it helps minimize them. It did not, like I said, it did not accentuate my pores here on my inside of my cheek, but it did, however, accentuate the pores on my nose. So, yeah, and this is just on my skin. This is just on my skin. 5, soothes. I mean, it was very comfortable to wear. Didn't really feel like I was wearing anything, so, you know, okay. 6, conceals and covers for an even skin tone. This is a very light coverage to me. I tried it with a brush. I tried it with a beauty blender. I tried it with a flat foundation brush. I didn't get much coverage. I didn't get much coverage at all. 7, mattifies. No. It had quite the glow. I do not feel that it had any mattifying powers. I even used my Rimmel Stay Matte powder to set, and I had to blot several times that day in this area right here. 8, brightens. The luminosity did make it look brighter. It did, because of the luminosity. And 9, provides all-day comfort on skin. Like I said, it was very comfortable to wear. It wasn't sticky or tacky, which I was afraid it was going to be. But I did not find it sticky or tacky on my skin. It played nicely with the other products. Honestly, wear time for myself was like 5 to 6 hours. After that, it just kind of started going downhill. And at the end of the night, it was a 10 or 11 hour day, I went to take it off and there was like nothing. This is going to be a pass for me. I've still been using my Sonia Kashuk. This is the cream bronzer in Warm Tan, number 41. I've just really been enjoying this. And for my blush, the majority of the week, I've been using my Physicians Formula in Blondes. I just love this. It's what I have on today. I love that blush. For eyeshadows this week, I have been using my Morphe palettes. Talking about them last week, it was just like I really wanted to get into them and play around with them and get some looks out of each one. This is the 35P, and I did a look with these colors right in this area. It was beautiful. I put this guy all over my lid. It's just, I mean, that's just one touch. These are just gorgeous colors, and I really can't wait to see the new Jaclyn Hill palette that she just created with Morphe. And she actually did, I'm just going to do that and show you. And that stayed that vivid and that beautiful all day. 35OS, 350S palette. I showed it the other day. And one of the first impressions I actually did a look with this. Just beautiful. This color right here. Oh, come on. I mean, come on. Look at that. And the 35N palette, which is all mattes. Use that also. But really pretty palettes of the week. I have no complaints at all. Okay, and the next I want to talk to you about are these new lippies from Maybelline. I thought I had 7. I can only find 6. These are Maybelline's new Color Sensational Inti-Mattes. They do state that they created these warmer new colors that are going to be flattering for almost every skin tone, for more skin tones. Of course, there's some people that don't like warm colors at all. Lippies, I'm much more of a mauve, red, you know, kind of a girl. But these were really pretty. They do wear quite nicely. There is transfer. I mean, does it gross people out to see my straw? You can see probably some transfer there. I did eat, and it was like one of those, it was a crustless pot pie, like one of those healthy choice dinners. And I did just reapply it around the inner lip area. It blended well with the rest. It looks fine. These also have been infused with honey nectar. They do have a very moisturizing feel. I'll go ahead and do swatches. This is purely nude. Whoops. And it's just a real pretty, and that's that color. Peach Buff. Isn't that gorgeous? I just think that is so pretty. Then 545. This is Beige Babe. Right here. See, even as fair as I am, they still, I don't know what it looks like on the video yet, but in my mirror that I'm using here, it still warms up my skin tone. It makes it look maybe even a little deeper than it is. 555, which is Naked Coral. So pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? 565 is Almond Rose. Sleeve down a little bit. And this is Almond Rose. 570 is Toasted Truffle. So pretty. 575 is Brown Blush. Okay, and I want to share something with you that's kind of funny, kind of crazy. I got these lashes, and I forget what kind of a deal it was. These were the only lash multi-packs, and I was getting like a really good deal on them. I think I paid $1, $1.50 for this. And I really didn't, these are really kind of full for me, just a little much for myself. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to take these, because I got 2 packs. Ended up getting 2 packs for that price. I'll just take these and I'll just trim them. You know, like if you trim your bangs and you don't want to go straight, you just want to cut into it like this. Okay, great. So I did that. And I used those other 3 pairs from the other pack. I went to open this pack and I thought, you know what? I could see it much better if I keep it on the mold while I trim it. So I'm, you know, doing this. No, don't do that. Because look how uneven those 2 are. I'll never be. I can probably use them as pieces and parts here and there, but those are ruined. It's much better to take them out and hold them in your fingers and then just cut into them. That's what I did with the ones I have on now. I just cut into them like, you know, sporadically, and they look nice. I don't mind wearing them, but yeah, pull them off the mold, because unless you're, you know, more talented than I am. Okay, you all, that is all I wanted to talk with you about in my weekend review. Let me know something, maybe 2 things that you really enjoyed using this past week. Maybe it's something I want to try. Maybe you'll remind me of something I have in my collection that I need to pull out and fall in love with again. I hope that you all have a great day, have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.